We are at Clima Forum 10 in Puerto Morelos, which is near Cancun, where the COP16 is happening. So this is considered the alternative meeting point for people to debate climate change issues and injustice and development, future development ideas, other things that get put on the table. In Chile, we've had drier summers and colder winters, bigger snowfalls and droughts, but yeah, I think it's always been happening. We're just paying more attention now. We got more tools to figure it out, and yeah. Of course, if you live in an air-conditioned office most of the day, you don't realize it. If your house is super built to withstand the elements, it's pretty hard to notice. Even if you live in a city, it's pretty hard to notice climate change. That's sad, you know. But I'm sure you ask the people in the reservoirs, you know, by the natives and people that live in the rural states, they'll tell you, you know, we've been talking to Aboriginals from the Navajos to Canadian indigenous, and they're not struggling from climate change, they're struggling from industrialization polluting their environment. So it's not about, whoa, climate change is not happening. No, it's about the resources are getting contaminated by the multinationals, and multinationals are making this idea that is not existing so they can keep doing what they do, you know, which is polluting the resources or exploiting them as much as they can. But yeah, it is happening. We see it. There is the islands in Panama. It's a matter of coming out of the states to see your effects, or just go to the countryside. People in the cities won't see it, you know, that's the thing. You know. My country, Chile, is pretty sold out. You know, like, we've sold our resources. We're the biggest mining country in the world, one of the biggest mining countries in the world. And Chile is just a silent victim that doesn't really express much, and people are just kind of waking up at what's going on. And there's lots to do. I think Chile will be, because we're so sold into capitalism, will be the last ones to realize it with the states that there is going on a climate change, that we need to figure out things. But there's lots of youth initiatives, but it's just taking longer. You know, it'll take longer for people to realize. But I think the biggest thing presidents can do is put harsher environmental policies, you know, figure out and apply to them, you know, because it just doesn't make sense to keep the way we're going. I work for freeflowingrivers.org. We've been working on a project to cross the continent. We just drove from Vancouver, Chile from Vancouver, Canada to Chile on a car that runs on vegetable oil. It's what we've been doing as an on-the-road community. We've been developing recycling campaigns across. So even though we've just talked about negative things and things that presidents can or can't do, there's a lot of people can do. And the email is freeflowingrivers@gmail.com.